Moviesucktastic is a podcast about bad movies and the people that love them. But it's more than just a podcast, it's also an online presence. If you want to know more about Moviesucktastic or want to become a part of Moviesucktastic, you can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Twitter at Moviesucktastic, you can find our blog at boothreviews.blogspot.com, or if you want to give your own reviews that we might use on the show, you can go to reviews.moviesucktastic.com and check out our own little lunch.com community for Moviesucktastic. Check us out and become a part of the show, because the only thing more fun than a bad movie is sharing it.
You're listening to Moviesucktastic.
Dude, no! Oh!
Well, funny meeting you here.
Is there a trailer playing?
No,
Okay.
I did it the right way this time.
Welcome, everyone, to the final episode, thank Christ, of our Oscar movie reviews.
Yes, thank Christ is the right term.
You know,
But I will say,
yeah,
it's gone by pretty quick this time.
and it's not as bad as other months, but I really, February for me now is like being forced to smoke a whole carton of cigarettes. It's like, oh, I'm done. That's it. Never again. I'll never watch another one.
Never again.
Really?
Until next February.
Or sooner than that, really. But I mean, it's just when forcing yourself to watch films you had no intention of watching, it changes the whole perspective of movies.
Yeah.
You know, it turns it into a chore, is what it does.
Yeah.
That's why I'm drinking whiskey from a paint thinner can. I'm not kidding. It's actually in a paint thinner can.
What? Wait, I need to see that again. Stillhouse.
Yeah.
America's Finest. Is it really America's Finest? It's in a paint thinner can.
It's since it's mint chip whiskey, it's definitely not America's Finest.
Now, is it in a paint thinner can because it's in Texas?
No, I think it's just like their brand.
Because I've never fucking seen that ever.
I actually think I've had it up north before it came down here. It's not Texas. I don't even think it's like a Texas brand. I'll be honest.
Because I mean, is it in a paint thinner can?
It's from Tennessee. It's from Tennessee, so it's.
Is it because it's more relatable to the people buying it?
It's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. You know marketing.
Yeah.
You know, actually, real quick. So that new Liam Neeson film out, Cold Pursuit.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I mentioned this before. It's a remake of a Swedish or Netherlandish film called In Order of Disappearance, which I recommended to you.
Oh, that's right. You did.
Yeah, what's his name? The guy that plays the scientist in the Avengers films, in the Thor movie. He's the lead in it.
Oh, Skarsgård.
Skarsgård, yeah, he's in it because apparently he's not from around here. And I liked that film, and I was like iffy on this one because the commercials.
Wait a minute. Was that film nominated for Best Foreign Film?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
You know what? I want to say that it was. Now that I'm like really thinking about it. Hold on.
Oh, great. I put in an order of disappearance and Cold Pursuit pops up. Fuck you.
That's deliberate too, by the way. You know what?
Captain is like the...
I'm just going to put The Exorcist.
The American title was an order of disappearance. The
prequel to The Exorcist, because I can't spell his name.
It's Kieran. It's Stellan Skarsgård.
No, I know, but it's got that little thing.
Spelled like it sounds. The title is Craft to Diotin, which I don't know what the translation is. It was 2014 film.
2014.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Hold on. Awards and nominations.
There
it was not up for an Oscar.
Okay.
So, but anyway,
then it was another film that he did. It was up for Best Foreign.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember which one that is now.
Well, my point, I'm bringing this up for a reason, is because I was like, I mentioned it at work. I said, yeah, I've seen the original foreign film because I'm a film snob, and I don't feel I like Liam Neeson killing people, but I just think this is like and the trailer looks like it's too funny and too goofy. So a guy at work saw it, and he said two things that made me want to see it more. He said, it's not as funny as the trailer makes it out to be, and I don't like the ending. It's like, shit, I'm in. But I said, this is the third time in like a month that someone's complained that a film they saw was not as funny as the trailer made it out to be. You said that about Black Klansman.
Yeah, I did say that. I wasn't disappointed.
No. That you said the trailer made it seem more like of a comedy than it was.
And again, they're asses in seats. That's what they're trying to do.
But I had someone say the same thing about Vice. And then this one came up. And it just seems like this trend where they're just trying to sell films as comedies, even though they're like, I was telling them, the original was dark humor. Like you're not laughing. It's funny, but you're not laughing. It's that kind of humor. And the trailer had turned me off.
Okay.
But I just thought it was interesting because it came up during the Black Klansman review. That's all.
Okay, cool. So in our final episode, we're reviewing the film Green Book. Green Book,
yes.
Which is directed by a Farrelly brother. And apparently, Peter Farrelly is a pretty good director without his brother.
Sure.
Although he says that this film, he says as good as this film is, he said it would be better if his brother Bobby, it's Bobby Farrelly, right?
I don't know.
I think it's Bobby Farrelly. If his brother was involved, because he said his brother always made everything better. Mm-hmm. Like he had better, not better ideas, but a better way. He's like, oh, well, how about we try this? How about we do this? Let's change this. So, but his brother, and this is public knowledge, but his brother's son committed suicide about 6 years ago.
Ew.
Yeah, and he got, in the last film that they did together was that Three Stooges movie. And his brother, after his son committed suicide, he kind of got out of the business or took a break. But it's been 6 years, he's never come back. Mm-hmm. So Peter Farrelly is like, listen, it's like I'm a filmmaker, I want to make a film. So I have a feeling that the reason why he went the direction he did with a film like Green Book is because it's a movie he probably felt that him and his brother would never make together. They did more comedic type stuff. Mm-hmm. And this does have funny moments, but this is a more organic, real film. And just the way that it plays and the way that it acts. I totally see Peter Farrelly doing it because his brother wasn't involved. Because they do more slapstick, they do more comedy, they do have some serious moments once in a while. But for the most part, this isn't the type of movie that the two of them would do together ever. So I think that's why he chose to do this film. And it is currently right now the front runner to win Best Picture.
I don't see it. But now it's a great film. I enjoyed it.
Yes, it is
Yes, I did.
I really enjoyed this movie.
Now,
it was the first film that I actually saw of the 8 films that we reviewed.
It's the next to last I saw. I kept putting it off.
I didn't know if we were going to review it the first week, so that's why I watched it.
Oh, sure. Now, there's some controversy, quote unquote, around this film.
Yeah, and it has to do with the main character's son, right? The guy that actually wrote the screenplay.
Well, it has to do with the family of the black character, Dr. Don Shirley.
Oh,
and I say character is a real person.
Yeah, well, because Viggo Mortensen in the film, he plays what's his character name?
Tony Vallelonga.
Tony Lip Vallelonga.
Vallelonga.
Well, his son, who is Nick Vallelonga, wrote the screenplay, and apparently, much like James Gunn, not the same tweets, but made some tweets, like a year ago or something along those lines that were considered insensitive.
Well,
I believe. Oh, as a matter of fact, I remember what they were. When 9/11 happened, Trump.
Wait.
What?
So insensitive things about 9/11 were being people are held accountable for?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So Trump swears that on television.
Oh, that bullshit. Yeah.
In New Jersey, there was Pakistani. I believe it was Pakistani is what they're claiming, or Trump is.
Yeah.
That they showed Pakistani people cheering and chanting and celebrating when the towers came down.
Never happened. Full of
and
shit.
Trump says, I know it happened. I saw it on TV.
Never happened.
It is, it is gone, blah, blah, blah. Well, listen, if it truly did happen, somebody has it somewhere.
But.
So how come we haven't seen it?
What did you say?
Well, he agreed with Trump. He tweeted that, that it did happen and blah, 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 and all that. So that was the tweet. And...
Well, the article I read about this had a bit more to do with the family of Dr. Shirley.
Okay.
And don't call me Shirley. Sorry, I had.
Yeah.
I
am serious.
Now, if Peter Farrelly's brother had been involved, they would have had that line. They as with always happens with any film like this, they came out and said this is a misrepresentation. This didn't happen this way. He wasn't like that. He was blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's like Bohemian Rhapsody all over again.
And I read one article specifically that took a very negative view on the film from a race standpoint, saying that this film is just another white hero movie that has to inject a white person to save the black person. Blah 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 blah. Having watched the film, I don't see any of that bullshit.
Me neither.
And as for the family complaining and people saying, "Oh, this is not historically accurate," I once again have to lay down the rules here that it's not a fucking documentary.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Doesn't matter. It's a dramatization. Mm-hmm. It is fiction. It's based on events.
They're gonna be pissed when this wins Best Picture.
And since it's one of the few reasons I want it to win, and since it's based on the father's notes or it's his story, how he saw it. So the family of Dr. Shirley, honestly, not your fucking film. Go get somebody else to make your film,
right? And
have at it.
No, it's true.
That's all it comes down to. There's a segment of the far left, just like there's a segment of the far right, that's always going to find something to not like.
Always.
And if you don't like the message of this film, there's something fucking wrong with you. Seriously. I mean, and if I guarantee there's a professor out there in Vermont that can probably just give you like a 10-page dissertation on how this whole film is a classic example of the domination of the white male and their subjugation of the black man through the narrative of this film. And honestly, that's why I'm not going to Vermont again. But
not even for the ice cream?
What?
Not even for the ice cream?
That was the worst part of my fucking vacation. Fuck Ben and Jerry. I've been told to shut up.
Wow.
I gotta keep it down.
I'm sorry.
But honestly, like, this was a very touching, heartfelt film. It's about people, and there's a lot of emotional stuff, and between the two characters, like, in a movie like this, both people learn from the other person.
Right.
I think Tony Lip learns a bit more.
Yeah.
And I think that's the point of the character arc of him. And
I've read in a few spots that Viggo Mortensen is heavily favored to win Best Actor for this.
I'm just glad we finally got another movie on our show that has a nice, a strong, positive Italian representation.
Now, I will give Viggo some leeway, because the man actually speaks 7 fucking languages, and Italian is one of them. So when he's actually delivering his lines in Italian, they're actually really well done.
You know my favorite part of the film?
What is it?
You like suits? I was walking through your lovely town, and I saw this place. They sell really nice suits. I couldn't stop. I know it's not supposed to be a funny part of the film. That's the funniest part of the film for me, because all I could think of was us reviewing this movie.
I mean, it's no Going Ape, but
which I just updated
no
all
Titanic.
I updated all my Plex films that include categories for the Razzies Awards.
Right.
Going Ape was nominated for worst supporting actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It wasn't one of the apes. It was actually
DeVito.
DeVito. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so this is a great film. It's very well made.
It is.
Now the ending, bit too happy for me.
A little happy.
Bit too happy.
But you know what? In a film like this, I think your moviegoer wants that ending.
I would have ended it 5 minutes sooner.
Okay, I mean, I would have been on board with that.
I would have stopped with the green rock, and you know the scene I'm talking about.
Of course,
I would have stopped there, because it's much more poignant, and it's much more ill. I think in some ways the ending's too easy. Like, oh, hey, we burned all the bridges, or we crossed the bridges. We closed the divide. It's like, no, it's not that easy. The whole film, the purpose of the whole film, the show, it's not that easy.
Right.
So the whole that everything past the green rock for me is like just that last, okay, let's give the audience a happy, feel good ending. And a lot of films have that. Like, a lot of films, like, just stop 5 minutes sooner and you got a fucking perfect ending.
Yeah, no, I agree. If they ended with The Rock, I'm with you.
And the fact that that's the only reason I don't think this film is Best Picture quality is because it didn't end with The Rock. Sorry, that's just me.
I don't agree with that, but
I know.
You know what's funny? Have you seen? And this is off topic, but the actor Mahershala Ali. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Of course you don't. Racist.
Well, of course. No. I mean, why not? White gold. I could go on and on. No, I'm kidding.
Seen him in what?
He's in that new Battle Angel Alita film, right? But I know. Have you seen the trailer with him in it, though?
I saw the trailer. I didn't see him in it. I was too busy looking at the big eyes.
Oh God! I was even big fucking eyes.
I watched
Jesus
the trailer with Holly.
Christ!
And she was like, "What's with the big eyes?" Says, "Hey, you should have seen the early trailers. They were bigger. They actually shrunk them." Says, "What? What are you talking about?" It's like, it's manga, and her daughter, she knows what manga is. And I said, right. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, somebody made a fucking stupid decision to say, "Hey, big eyes in the comic, the manga, we should do that. We should spend $100 million on face recognition and screen cap." It's like, what are you doing? And here's the stupidest part of the whole thing. There was a piece IMDb did where they showed her with the screen capture stuff on.
Mm-hmm.
She's got big eyes already.
Right.
They're not like huge, but they're big. And the real actress, Rosa Salazar, I think her name is, she's got large eyes. And it's like, why did you spend all this money? She's already got big eyes.
I'll tell you exactly why they did it.
Just screen cap her face. That's it.
Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell is the reason why they did it.
Oh, because that didn't have it. And you know what? I liked Ghost in the Shell.
No, probably because I haven't seen it. I really don't care to. But everybody bitched. It was like that was one of those big films. Like, oh, so they could bring these movies over and they put a white person in it. It's like, yeah, they had a white person in the Japanese version. Did you look at them? Like they do the eyes and shit. It's like this weird Occidental thing in manga. You didn't catch on to that, but everyone's like, oh, yeah, so you could just put a Japanese thing, and instead of putting a Japanese actress in there, you're going to put the. So it was just like a Battle Angel Alita is like this weird, like super sensitive reactions. All right, we're going to put a Japanese star in there, and we're going to make it look just like the fucking comics, so they don't shut the fuck up.
Well, she's not Japanese; she's like Spanish, but
whatever, same thing.
But still, but anyway, where I'm actually going with the whole thing, is if they wanted to reboot the Blade series, he's the fucking guy.
I heard they are.
Is he the fucking guy? Because he better be the fucking guy. Because when you watch Battle Angel Alita, he's got the sunglasses, he's got the Wesley Snipes mustache, and he's got the black trench coat. He's fucking Blade in this movie.
Someone told me they are.
Just do a Google image search of him, his name, in Battle Angel Alita, and dude, it's fucking Blade. He only needs is a goddamn sword and some fang teeth.
It must be a rumor. It's not on. I'm not finding it on IMDb, but someone told me that they're doing a Blade reboot.
Well, it better be him.
I don't see anything here indicating that it's happening, though, so it's probably bullshit.
If he doesn't play Blade, I think it's a big mistake.
He's too skinny.
Doesn't matter.
It does. It really does.
He's not that skinny.
He's too skinny.
He's not. He could bulk. He could gain 30 pounds.
He's too slender. Blade needs to be like bulky.
Well, because Wesley Snipes was bulky.
Anyway, Green Book. This is another example of a good movie title.
Yeah.
Green Book itself refers to a guide that was used back in those days for black people to travel through the South to avoid being, let's be honest, killed.
Yeah, lynched.
If you want to be specific.
Yeah,
I'm sure some of them were just beaten to death, maybe shot. So, let's not marry ourselves to just one form of torture.
Okay.
And so basically the Italian Goomba from New York City.
Goomba.
Italian. What kind of character is he playing?
Italian Goomba.
He's playing the Italian Goomba. I'm not being racist. This is just what he's doing.
A wop, as some might say.
Yeah, well, as he said. He actually refers to himself as a guinea wop in the film. So
he does.
He does. And I don't use that language.
Well, I mean, WAP came about because it supposedly stands for without papers.
Yeah.
Immigrant status.
Is that really the origin
That's
of that?
Everything I've read is without papers.
Okay. We actually had
same thing with Tony. Like Anthony, the nickname Tony means to New York because they used to wear stickers that said to New York.
I don't buy that.
I don't buy it either, but that's the story I heard for that.
That I don't buy. But so he gets word of this job, or he's actually requested for the job to chauffeur this concerto piano guy, genius on a tour of the South, which he's doing to kind of try to bridge that racist gap. And it's about personal biases and growing as individuals. The character arcs are about understanding people that you have alternate views about, not necessarily racism per se, but just perceptions and preconceived notions, and a lot of personal growth that happens through the film, that kind of stuff. It's a road trip movie, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, it's very funny in certain scenes. The dialogue is fucking spot on.
Yeah. No, it really does hit every note it's supposed to.
Now, it's up for best original screenplay, and I'm choosing it for winning.
Yeah, last episode you had mentioned that it's up for original because it's based on the letters of.
But they're not published, so it's not technically an adaptation.
You know what, and I agree with that.
If the son had written a book and then then it would be that. But and honestly, it's up against The Favorite, First Reformed, which is the only one I haven't seen an original screenplay, Roma, and Vice. And out of that group, just based on the dialogue alone, I would personally, and not even dialogue, just on the character arcs, on how the story's told.
Right.
Some of the scenes are a little bit heavy-handed, but you're dealing with a topic that's very heavy, so that's really unavoidable. I think this is, until I see First Reformed, this is my favorite for original screenplay.
What's First Reformed about? I don't remember.
It's a priest thing. I have it on my collection.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll tell you right now. I'll bring it up. First Reformed is a pastor of a small church in upstate New York starts to spiral out of control after a soul-shaking encounter with an unstable environmental activist and his pregnant wife. So I have no idea what it's about. I just know that Ethan Hawke's in it.
Oh, isn't he up for Best Supporting Actor?
Yes,
for that,
and honestly,
I believe.
I'll watch anything with Ethan Hawke in it.
I like him. I've liked him ever since I saw him for the very first time in Explorers.
Honestly,
as a kid.
I have the trilogy of Richard Linklater films. Before Sunrise, Before Midnight, Before Sunset. And I do not like Linklater.
I know you don't.
I only have them because Ethan Hawke's in them, and I really, really, really can't bring myself to watch them. Really can't. But man, like fucking Training Day, Sinister.
Oh, sure.
Just I'll watch him in anything. He was good in Magnificent Seven. I thought he was very good in that remake.
I haven't actually seen that remake.
Daybreakers was a huge piece of shit, but I didn't hate him in it. But anyway, this Green Book is my favorite for best screenplay.
He's not actually nominated at all. I thought he was for supporting.
I thought he was too.
No, he's not.
This film's up for something else, I thought. Maybe that's the only thing it's up for.
It could be.
Maybe I'm just confused. First Man is in a lot of stuff. Maybe that's my confusion.
Yeah, for a film that was very, very quiet at the box office and even at the Oscars.
You're right. That's the only film that's up for. It's up for is First Reformed. Is best screenplay.
So I think they were talking about him possibly getting a Best Supporting Actor nomination, and he didn't. That's why I said it. I thought he did.
If he didn't get it for Daybreakers, it's not going to happen.
He got the nomination for Boy's Life. So
yeah. Now, Green Book is for me is an example of a film where it's not as heavy-handed as say Roma, where it's really like just like punching you in the face with the imagery.
Right.
But there's some great cinematography there, and for a road trip movie, you're looking at a lot of scenery.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I said before, the film hits every note it's supposed to hit, and
his musician, his piano.
You like that?
Yeah.
But I just found it thoroughly enjoyable.
I didn't think I would. I saw the trailer and I was like, it looks fun, but I didn't think it's not the film I kind of go to see.
Right.
But I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I'll put it that way. And you said last time about Roma, you said, I got misty at the end. And
I said I got emotional.
And I was like, you're pussy. I got emotional at the end of this one.
Did you?
Yeah, I forget I forget when especially. It's not the very end.
Pussy.
But yeah, I'll admit it. No, but there was a part of this film where I was like, am I getting choked up? What the fuck is going on here? It was, it's either it's just part of me just like breaking down in my 40s, or it's actually a decent film because of good screenwriting and good acting.
Right.
Now, I didn't read anything into it, but the gut, is that fake for Vigo?
No, he gained the weight.
He gained the weight. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it looked real.
Yeah, he gained the weight just like Christian Bale gained the weight for Vice.
Hey, it's Kentucky Fried Chicken in Kentucky. When is that going to happen?
Hey, you people like this stuff. How have you never had fried chicken?
That.
And he's like, I know more about the food and music than you do.
You like Suits? I'm watching it. The scene is like, I need this on my fucking phone. This is great. This is almost as good as the naked fight in Eastern Promises.
Oh my god.
I mean, the controversy that came up around this, I think, is completely bullshit and just overblown, and just people looking for reasons to hate.
Right. Right.
I don't see anything in this film that's except for the last 5 minutes. Again, I thought this was a bit overblown, but I didn't see anything disingenuous. I thought it's about a real time and real complications and people having to make these kind of moral decisions of who they are. And again, like, it's easy for us now, the be PC police and social justice warriors, like calling out people for making a joke on Twitter 5 years ago. It's easy for us, but then you're looking at, okay, go back to a time period where like it's the fucking like law.
Yeah.
I mean, Holly came in after the fact, and I'm like, oh yeah, what happened to him? So they ran out of town, and there was a sundown town. She's like, what's that? So I explained it to her. She's like, holy shit, that's real? She's like, hey, I'm not going to pretend. I didn't know about that until I just saw the film. That's fucking new to me. I didn't know that. I'm not that read up. I mean, I know the South's fucked up when it in history when it comes to racist shit, and even today in a lot of examples. Hello, blackface.
Oh, fucking that guy. Jesus Christ.
Not getting into it.
No. Save that for your show with your dad.
Recording Saturday.
Oh, are you?
100% afternoon.
Is that your like official day, or are you gonna do during the week sometimes, or what are you gonna do?
Until he fully retires, Saturday is gonna be the official day because he right now he's working weird hours on the weekdays.
Okay.
So it's TBD.
Well, I'm just saying, if I ever decide I want to hop in and join the chat, I got to free up a Saturday afternoon.
Once he's free and clear, we'll probably end up doing a weeknight. But
okay, cool.
Right now, Saturday until further notice. But so what I'm saying is easy for like us, like, oh, well, he did his family, and oh, that guy made a comment about 9/11 2 years ago, and is that? And the whole point of this film is here's a guy who's growing up in you're growing up in the fucking culture where it's understood that racism is just the norm.
Yeah.
But so it's hard to break out of that, and I don't think it's wrong to appreciate that in a character. This is the same shit we dealt with last year with Three Billboards out of Ebbings.
Ebbing, Missouri.
Because there were people complaining, oh, so the racist guy at the end, he gets a free pass. It's like, well, no, it's called a path to redemption. And if you're not willing to try to offer a character redemption, then what the fuck are you doing here?
Right. Because
this isn't about, you're looking for black and white, good guy, bad guy. That's not the real world, and that's the whole point of the film. And it's even about it's about the how hard it is to grasp that redemption. And it's the same kind of thing here. So I think people watch this go, oh yeah, so at the beginning he's a racist, but then so we give him a pass at the end. So, well, he kind of goes through a fucking growth. And are we not allowed to have characters have fucking growth?
Yeah. And again, it's a fucking movie.
It's a movie, but this is a message movie with a positive message. And I just feel like anybody that's moving against this film saying it's a negative message, it's like, okay, all right. Yeah, we were able to we all got behind Get Out because the white people are all evil. I was okay with that.
Yeah.
I was for that, and I didn't argue it, and I'm great about that. That doesn't mean we can't have one where there's a white guy that's not fucking evil.
Yeah, right.
We can do that, and I'm not alone with this too. So I mean,
well, because Vigo has a growth in this as well. The very beginning of the film, his wife, because the hours that he works, they had some plumbing issues, and she had people come over to fix the sink, and it was two black people.
Hey,
and
he had some colored people over the other night. The drinks.
Yeah, colored people. People still say that. People I know still say colored people.
Well, you're Italian. I believe that.
Hey now. He's don't make it like I say it. I don't say it.
I can say that because I have no nationality.
So, his wife's family is over so that she doesn't have to be alone with the colored people.
Right.
And Vigo sees that, and she gives them something to drink, and he throws the cups in the garbage because glasses in the garbage because they've touched it. Mm-hmm. And like that
didn't touch it, put their lips to it.
Well,
that was the main focus of that shot.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, yes. When I say focus. Touch, I mean just the general term of them touching the glass, whether it's with their lips or their hands or whatever. Anyhow, he throws the glasses out. She takes them out of the garbage. But that's the person he is in the beginning of the film.
But again, it's like he's the person he is because that's in the environment he's in, and it kind of the whole point of the film is that this road trip removes him from that environment and makes him make these decisions as an individual.
Right.
And that's where a lot of this comes down to is, and again, one of the character arcs with Dr. Shirley is that he's the opposite of Vigo in where, like, Vigo. He's the opposite.
Command me, Lord.
Vigo. The opposite of Vigo is that Vigo is a product of his environment, where Shirley has transcended his own environment in like every way possible.
Right.
And so he doesn't really belong. So you have one person who's motivated by belonging and one person who's motivated by not belonging, and how both of them are disconnected in some way. I mean, there's some stuff going on here. I wouldn't say this is a very complicated film, but there's complicated characters. It's a complicated subject, and just assuming or implying or demanding that the complications of racism are handled in a strictly black and white manner is, I think, an arrogance all of its own. And I just don't think Green Book deserves some of the criticism it got. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to stop there.
I agree with that. No, it's good.
I've dominated the time too much. I apologize.
It's okay. It's okay. I think...
But it's not what a Best Picture.
Well, we should talk about that then. Let's see. Since this is the last film...
Yeah.
The films nominated in that category.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why does this... It's always like near the fucking middle or the end. It should be
That's why I have to have a printout, sir. Hard copy.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. Don't worry.
And my formerly nicotine-stained fingers. I never smoked as a joke. But
all right, so up for Best Picture is Black Panther.
No.
The fucking snowball's chance in hell. Black Klansman.
Mm-hmm.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
No.
Also a no. The Favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Green Book.
Mm-hmm.
Roma.
Mm-hmm.
Star is Born.
Uh-huh.
Vice.
No.
So I think you know what? And I agree with all your no's. I agree that Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, and Vice, no way in hell those win Best Picture.
Those are the three that do not get nominated if it's a 5-picture.
Absolutely. And I think the 5, and I still stick by this, are Black Klansman, The Favorite, Green Book, Roma, and A Star is Born. Those are the 5.
We are in 100% agreement. There is no argument to be had.
And I think any one of those 5, I would actually be okay with any one of those 5. Maybe Roma the least, but I would be okay with any one of those winning Best Picture.
Even Roma, if it won, I understand.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I mean by the least. I think I would want that to win the least.
Here's the only... and this is where we get like a bit shady because I'm not talking about the quality of the film, but the politics behind it.
Right.
But Guillermo del Toro won Best Picture last year.
Oh, right. That's right.
So we have a Mexican director, did a very artsy film, and now we have another Mexican director with artsy film.
And he's part of the trio, they call them.
Yes.
Where it's him, also, Karan, and what's his face? The guy that did the one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Revenant.
Revenant.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but Roma is up for Best Foreign Picture too.
Yeah, that's where they split.
That's where I think Roma is eliminated. For those two reasons, I don't think Roma is going to. I strongly believe it's not going to get it.
And I agree with you. I said it in the last episode. It's going to split those categories. They will give it Best Foreign because they know they're not going to give it Best Picture.
I also think it's going to get Best Cinematography.
Oh, no fucking doubt about it.
Yeah.
There's that is a no fucking brainer on that one.
Unless Cold War fucking makes my head explode. Not happening.
I haven't seen it yet, but it's also another black and white film. So, yeah, I know.
And also, what a shitty name.
Yeah.
Cold War.
Get it?
Right. So going down then, Black Klansman.
Yep.
I'm not sure. Has Spike Lee gotten a Best Picture?
I don't know if he's ever even been nominated for Best Picture. I think this is his first. I'll look it up real quick.
Oh, I know. Do the Right Thing wasn't nominated for Best Picture.
Wasn't nominated for nothing. He has been nominated for 5 Oscars, and they are for. This is his first Best Picture. As a matter of fact, his other 2 nominations for Oscars are Best Documentary, for a documentary called Four Little Girls in '97.
Oh yeah.
And Do the Right Thing for Best Writing, Original Screenplay 1989. So other than that, this is the first time he's ever been nominated for Director and Picture.
Wait. You mean Old Boy didn't get nominated?
Yeah. I still can't believe he fucking did that.
Have you seen it?
No. As a filmmaker, how do you touch that?
I don't know.
Did he even see the original? It's like, I can make this better? Because if you really truly believe you can make it better, go ahead. Otherwise, fucking stay away.
The ending is so fucking shit.
Really?
Yeah. It is like the opposite of the ending of the original. It is like total compromise. Yeah. Shit. It had good moments.
I gotta watch it now.
I mean, but like the best moments were the ones he copied from the original. There was no improvement upon the original. There wasn't. Josh Brolin is just because I like Josh Brolin. That's it.
God, that remake was done 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Now, the only reason Black Klansman wins Best Picture is if it's like a lifetime achievement kind of thing for Spike Lee, like he has it coming.
Well, since he's never been nominated for director or picture before, he may never get nominated again.
Right. But
I do see a lifetime achievement down the line no matter what.
But I mean, if they're going to give it to him for something, they might give it to him for director. But I love the film, but I just don't feel it for Best Picture.
Director.
He's up against Cold War, Favorite, Roma, and Vice. The only one I think is like a strong contender is Roma.
I think they give it to Karan, which they did for Gravity. They gave him director for Gravity, and they gave something. I forget what they gave Best Picture that year, but it wasn't Gravity.
No, thank fucking. I would have lost it. But and again, Karan already got it for Gravity, so maybe they don't give it to him for Roma.
I have a Gravity movie poster, like an actual hung one with double side and everything. I'm gonna hang it up just for you.
I hate.
It's still in the cardboard. It's rolled up.
God, I hate you. I mean, but here's the thing: like, if they give, and they don't. I know they don't figure it out this way, but still, like, maybe Karan gets Best Cinematography, and Best Foreign Film, so they give Spike Lee Best Director. I don't know.
Right.
Black Klansman, I loved it. Best Picture of the Year over all these other ones? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
Now, The Favorite, also a bit too art housey.
Yeah, but they love that.
I loved it. I thought it was a great film, but I don't know. I mean, they've been kind of leaning away from the art house stuff.
For me, I think your top 3 movies. Your top 3 movies that are Best Picture.
Yeah.
It like goes either way. Green Book, Roma, Star is Born. I think those are the 3.
I agree, And honestly, it pains me to say it, but at the moment I'm putting my money on A Star Is Born.
You think so? Okay.
Because, dude, I went into it ready to hate it, and I had to walk away saying, shit, this was fucking so perfectly done.
It was great. It really was.
I'm thinking there's no way he gets Best Director, but maybe he gets Best Picture just because it's probably the best, like you said, the best version of this film ever.
It is the best. There's no fucking question about it.
Yeah. I mean,
the film from '76. Oh, when we reviewed it, I'll just say it again. Probably 20 to 30 minutes in actual musical numbers. Mm-hmm. The movie's 2 hours and almost 20 minutes long because they have, like, the end of the film, like, in A Star Is Born, they have a condensed version. She sings a song. It's not the entire song, but it's like a condensed version. At the end of the original Star Is Born, not the original, but the one from '76, It's like a 6-7 minute number. It's like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
And
It's like, are you fucking seriously? Like, that whole movie is like that.
yeah.
There's a scene where Chris Christopherson meets her for the first time. The number that she does is like 6-7 minutes long.
In the parking
Whereas, no, that's the new film. He meets her like in some, like, well, Bradley Cooper meets Lady Gaga in a club,
right?
And so does Chris Christopherson.
In
the difference is
a drag club.
In a drag club, but the difference in the new version, the one that Bradley Cooper did, that it's condensed. It's like maybe 2-3 minutes long. The Star Is Born from '76, 6-7 minutes. It's like an entire ensemble, like, performance, and it's like, this is fucking ridiculous. The whole movie is like that. Whenever they're doing a song and dance, don't expect it to be like 1, 2 minutes, 3 minutes long, like they did in A Star Is Born. That's what Bradley Cooper did perfectly. He gave you the music. It's a movie about music. Okay? He gave you that, but he didn't fucking knock you over the head with it.
Wait, are we reviewing Green Book? I'm just curious.
Eat me. But the front runner from everything that I've read, and even for me, I think is Green Book. I think it walks away with Best Picture. It's the exact story.
You know what?
That kind of wins it all.
The power, and again, you're talking to somebody who did not want to like Stars Born,
right?
And was ready to shit on it. It's the power behind the filmmaking on that is just amazing. There's a deepness to the acting where I think Green Book sacrifices some of that for entertainment, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But if we're talking about like just sheer movie making perfection, right. I feel like Star Is Born, Bradley Cooper fucking nailed it.
He did. And there's no doubt about it.
Well, let's put this. All right, so I got it up right now. Nominees. There's 5 nominees for Green Book. Best Picture. Right. I don't think it gets it. You think it does?
I think it can. Yeah.
Okay. I think it can too. I'm just voting against it.
I don't know what I'm putting on my ballot yet.
I reserve the right to revise mine. We haven't. We handed.
No. The night of the show, the night of the live show is when your final ballot comes in.
This is a draft. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, also, best performance by an actor in a leading role. Oh, fuck, bullshit. Best lead actor. Best actor.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because Viggo and Marshala, they pretty much share screen time, but he's up for supporting and Viggo's up for best actor.
Well, again, it's his story.
I guess that's how it's done.
Yeah, it's his story from beginning to end.
So he supports. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I entirely agree with that.
Now, you know what confuses me? The Favorite.
Yeah.
Because the lead actress is the one that plays the Queen.
Oh, Olivia Colman.
Yeah, I'm not saying she doesn't deserve a nomination. I'm saying, is she really the lead actress? It's almost an ensemble cast at a certain point. And
I expect her to win, to be completely honest.
I'm with you. But,
yeah.
I mean, the other two have more screen time, and we're actually, really, Emma Thompson is really the character we're following through the majority of this film.
Emma Stone.
Same thing.
It's really not.
But anyway, actor, Viggo.
Viggo. he's the front runner from everything that I've read. As a matter of fact,
I'm still saying
the only thing I haven't seen is that Willem Dafoe film where he plays Van Gogh.
Same here, and I don't want to see it. I'll be honest.
Well, I want to see it because I want to make a decision based on it, just based on that.
I have no desire to see a film about Van Gogh.
Actor. So you got Christian Bale for Vice.
Mm-hmm.
Bradley Cooper, Stars Born. Willem Dafoe, Eternity's Gate. Rami Malek, Bohemian Rhapsody, Vigo. You know what? I think the only competition for Vigo is probably Christian Bale. As
Really?
good as Rami Malek is, I don't think he looks enough like Freddie Mercury.
This is his first nomination. He's the long shot.
Yeah.
I think Bradley Cooper deserves it.
See, he's great in it. He really is. But they should hand it to Sam Elliott.
That's supporting.
No, I'm saying because he's his inspiration for playing that character. Is, they even have the line in the movie, "You stole my voice."
I know, but
because I told you I'm watching it, and I'm like, God, he sounds a lot like Sam Elliott, and then I had no idea. Sam Elliott shows up and he's his brother. I'm like, oh, I get it now. I get it.
At the moment, my vote is on Bradley.
And again, if he won, I would be totally fine with it. But
Rami's definitely not getting it.
No, but I think I'm going Vigo or Christian Bale. But since Christian Bale won already, Vigo is way fucking overdue. Now, and they like to vote that way a lot of the time.
He's still got some acting years left. I mean, let's not get too crazy.
Yeah, but he's been nominated 3 or 4 times now for Best Actor, and he hasn't won.
So
I'm just saying he's due.
So
hey, you like some suits?
You like suits?
You like suits?
Fucking just supporting actor, Sam Elliott.
Okay.
Now I think that goes to Green Book.
Well, he won the Golden Globe too, so
I love.
Although I love that Richard E. Grant is nominated.
I haven't seen that yet.
I watched a little bit of it, and he's really good in it.
Sam Rockwell, honestly,
you know what?
I was unimpressed by Sam Rockwell's Bush.
Yeah,
it was too easy.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, who did I think? What's his face? Denzel Washington's kid from Black Klansman. It's like, get rid of Sam Rockwell, throw him in. He should have got that nomination.
Well, Adam Driver got it.
Who he got for Best Actor?
No, I'm saying for supporting.
Oh, supporting. Yeah, I think both of them should have been in the Best Supporting.
I loved Adam Driver in that. I was blown. I thought some of my favorite scenes were with him in it. The whole lie detector test scene.
Oh, right.
One of my favorite scenes. I was like rewinding it. This is fucking brilliant. I just don't see Sam Elliott getting it for Star is Born, but I see Green Book getting it maybe.
No, if Feet to the Fire, I'm going Mahershala.
Mahershala.
Yeah, that's probably it. Mahershala. That sounds right.
That's the way it looks, so it's probably not right. And then he's
that actually sounds the most right to me now.
Which means it's definitely wrong.
Don't sell yourself short.
Then just call me Tony Lip. Hey.
They
don't like that? They fuck themselves. Best original screenplay.
Yeah, he wanted to call him Tony Valley, like what's his face from the Four Seasons. He's like, they can't pronounce my name. Frankie Valli. Yeah.
Frankie Valli.
They can't pronounce my name. Forget it. Fuck them.
It's up for best original screenplay up against The Favorite, First Reformed, Roman, Vice. We already talked about that.
Okay.
I think this is a shoo-in. And then it's also up for film editing.
What else is it up against in film editing? I know it's up against.
It's the only other category.
Rhapsody.
It's the only other category I have everything watched in because all the best film editing nominees are best picture nominees. It's Klansman, Rhapsody, Favorite, Green Book, Vice. We know Rhapsody's not getting it.
No, it fucking doesn't even deserve to be nominated.
Honestly, for me, it was a toss-up between Klansman and Vice. And I went with Vice. I might change it.
I can see The Favorite possibly walking away with it because of the cool camera work that they had. Maybe. But no, you know what? Klansman or Vice...
Those
especially Vice, like the way it moves, the way it's edited, and the way it moves is really, really good.
Yeah, and I forget if the Big Short won for editing. Let me look that up real quick.
I don't even know if it was nominated for editing.
I don't know. That's why I gotta look it up. Give me 1 second.
Just look up Adam McKay.
I'm looking up Big Short. Leave me alone. I know how to do this.
I know how to do it.
I got my big boy pants on today.
Oh, good.
No, not trivia. I need awards. Shit. I suck at this.
It won 1 Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay.
That wasn't the question.
It did get nominated for editing.
But it didn't win.
It did not win.
Right, okay. I think it's a possibility for Best Editing. I think in the category it's in. Now, again, the people that are voting are editors.
Yeah.
So they know more about film editing than this.
How do they nominate Bohemian Rhapsody then? I mean, they must be like, it's a really hard film to edit because of all the music. It deserves it. It's like, no, that's not why it deserves it.
Maybe they're seeing something you don't. I had this discussion.
I'm seeing shitty editing. That's what I'm seeing.
Well, I had a discussion about Spike Lee the other day because we were talking about it at work, and I was saying how, I don't like Spike Lee. I don't like him as a director. I like the stuff he's done.
Sure.
I don't like, and I was like, well, and they didn't challenge me on it, but like, well, what's the problem with this? I said, well, look at it this way. I guarantee Spike Lee doesn't give a shit what my opinion is.
No.
In the fucking least. What Scott Wilson thinks about Spike Lee's films, Spike Lee don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to him. So that's off the table. It's not personal.
No.
It's not. But I just don't care for him as a director, as a filmmaker. But I like some of his films. Don't like others.
He's made more films I don't like than I do like.
Same here. But again, I'm not his target audience.
That is also true.
Not by a fucking long shot. Well, you know what? It's like the Liam Neeson thing. This like it was like all of a sudden he's like, my daughter's sister or something was raped, and I went out and I was going to kill the next black man I saw. I was like, Liam, why are you sharing this? No one asked you. Shut up. And I was like, oh, he's a racist. It's like, you know what? I don't give a shit. He still kicked ass in that fucking Wolf film.
The Gray?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Since you brought that up, Trevor Noah, he does The Daily Show now.
Oh, I love Trevor.
He's great. And somebody asked him that question about Liam Neeson.
I saw there was a clip, but I didn't watch it.
And he has I'm not going to say anything more. I'm just going to say watch that clip. He's got a great take on it, and it's funny. It's just really good. So I definitely check out what he says about Liam Neeson.
Okay.
About that comment. And by the end of it, you're like, okay, I get it. So he has a great take on it.
But I mean, for me, it comes down to the same thing. Like when every time we bring up Tom Cruise, I just have this overwhelming feeling that when it comes to films, no one gives a shit. It's all about what the film's about and how and the film. No one, when the time comes to watch the movie, no one gives a fuck. These are Scientologists and thinks the vaccines are wrong. No one gives a shit that he jumped on a couch. The question is, can he jump off that fuking building?
Yes, he can.
Like a fiend, he can.
And you know my stance on that. I don't totally agree with that, because if that was the case, then people will be getting paid top dollar all the time.
No.
But when your star wanes a bit, you don't get paid the same kind of money because you're not getting the draw that you used to.
Our disagreement is over what causes the wane, and I don't think it involves the tabloid aspect of the personal life. It didn't hurt Mel Gibson with Apocalypto.
It did for a little while. Of course it did.
It did not.
That movie could have made way more fucking money.
That film should have fucking bombed. It would have had subtitles, dude. Say no more.
Yeah, but so did Passion of the Christ.
That film should have bombed too.
His follow-up was Apocalypto, but all of that shit happened before the release of Apocalypto. Had he been a good boy,
no,
With the hype of Passion of the Christ,
Disagree.
Apocalypto makes more money.
No one, I guarantee you, no one said, I really want to see Apocalypto. But isn't he anti-Semitic? No. No one said that shit.
I'm telling.
No.
We're never going to know this shit because it's all hearsay.
I'm just saying it doesn't fucking happen.
Listen, you could say that. I could say should have made more money if he was a good boy. It doesn't matter because we don't know.
I know.
We don't know.
I do.
You
know.
don't. You don't.
No, I do.
You really don't.
Really do.
You really don't. All right. So, as of now, I'm thinking Green Book probably wins Best Picture. Maybe. I don't know. When I fill out my ballot, when we do the live show, we'll talk about it again.
I'm not saying it's a bad call. It's just not the one I'm making. But I agree with you. It's one of the top 3 contenders.
I think those are the 3.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Now it's 8.3.
And I'm totally on board with an 8. But
me too.
But no, you know what? I don't think I could go 9.
No, not with those last 5 minutes.
Stop. That's not why I wouldn't go 9.
No.
9 for me is near perfection, like where it's like, holy shit, this film, 20 years from now, I got like Godfather, Shawshank Redemption. Those movies are like in the 9.
We're watching the end, and they cut the Christmas Eve and like the oven and everything and the cooking, and Holly says like, "Oh, 7 fishes."
Yeah.
And the first thing I said was like, "These fucking Italians."
Yeah, that was the first thing I saw. I'm like, oh, the fucking 7 fishes, really? And here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing. Every Christmas Eve for my entire life, just about, the 7 fucking fishes. My parents would make nothing but fucking fish on Christmas Eve.
Your family comes down to Texas for Christmas. I will do the 7 fishes.
Will you do the 7 fishes?
You have my word.
Here's the problem. Nobody but me is going to eat that fucking shit because my wife is Irish. She could give a shit about the 7 fishes.
My family will do their fair share of fish. I like fish.
I love fish.
There you go.
Listen, here's the thing.
Dude, you come down. I don't care if it's July. We'll do 7 fishes.
Okay. Here's the thing. My parents, being from southern Italy, both born there, came here in the 50s.
Is that the racist part of Italy?
What? Because it's the southern part of Italy and they lived on the coastline, that just fish was in their diet constantly.
Okay. See, so you say southern Italy, I have no context for that. So I didn't know where you're going with that. Okay, well, yeah, fish.
I mean, Italy's a peninsula, but the southern part of it it's all like where they both grew up is all surrounded by water.
I've seen Italy. It's a boot. There's water all around it. What are you talking about?
It's a peninsula.
Right.
So water on 3 sides.
What does the South matter?
They both grew up on the fucking coast.
Okay,
they grew up on
the South that matters is the coast.
I'm telling you where they came from. They came from southern Italy on the coast.
Should have skipped the southern part and went to the coast.
Why is one more important than less important than the other?
Because South doesn't speak to me of fish. The coast does. I'm editing you, sir.
Don't edit me.
You're welcome.
It's like, oh my God. It's like me saying I'm from America and then leaving it at that. But where? What part of America?
Exactly. My point. Well, like you can say, he came from the South. So okay, but what does that mean food wise? There's a whole wide South there.
Fucking anyway, holy shit. Anyway, fish was on my table twice a week in my household.
As it should be.
Well, the thing of it is, because of that.
That was on a Friday too?
I want to say no, actually.
Oh, really?
Maybe yes. And the thing is, as growing up Catholic, you would think
that's why I thought the Friday.
Well, maybe it was Friday, but my parents didn't really. They weren't like real churchgoers.
No.
Listen, a lot of people in this country.
No, what I'm saying is
they do it because they're like very, very religious, church-going people. My parents, they were never like that.
Right,
they did the whole believe in God, Catholic, and all that. But
the whole
I
Fish
know.
on Friday thing became such a part of the culture that it lost the religious connotation. So like even if you're
ki-
Catholic, I mean like Catholic Fish on Friday, it wasn't like, oh, because the Vatican said so. It was just like, oh, that's what we do. That's all I
yeah,
meant.
I want to. Well, when I say fish twice a week, I want to say it wasn't on a Friday. I want to say it was like a midweek thing, and then on a Saturday or Sunday, my mother would throw in a fish dish, like be like, "Oh, I have this, tilapia that I made it," and it would go on the table with other things. It wouldn't just strictly be the fish.
We do the same
So-
thing now, except it's with Mexican food.
Oh yeah.
It's like Mexican twice a week.
Well, Tex-Mex. Come on.
No, just Mexican.
We have a new Tex-Mex place that just opened up around the corner from my
Don't even
house.
talk to me about it. I don't care.
I know. Well, listen, you're actually in Texas, and I got a place trying to
I know,
replicate that. But where I'm going with the story is when I go out to dinner, or just go out for food, fish is like the last thing that I order because I had it so much growing up. It's just like, I'm never in the mood for it unless I'm making it myself.
You come down here, we'll make fish.
I will eat the fish.
We got 2 ovens.
Oh,
That's
great.
twice as much fish.
this.
That's 2 different kinds of fish, 2 different temperatures, 2 different times.
Let's do a fish fry.
We're 2 fists in the fish.
You're fisting the fish.
We're 2 fists in it.
Two.
The fish in his
Yeah.
hand, the fish in this hand.
Teach a man to fish. What?
Teach a man to fist a fish.
I'd like to see that.
I have that movie. So
You
we
got
rated
it.
this 8.
8 is good.
Yeah, definitely. Which we also rated Roma.
Yes, we did.
I don't. Did we give Stars Born a higher? I think we gave it a 9
I think we did give it a 9.
because, and that was my fault too because I
Well, I think I was going 8 for that, and you talked me into a 9.
yeah, I did. We have it as a 9.
Is
Favorite we
that
have.
I think we went 7 or 8 on
Let me
that.
double check. We went 8 with that. I'm not even looking at Black Panther. I know we didn't do fucking 8.
We did 7 on that.
I'm positive.
I think we did a 7.
Black Klansman. I would.
I think we did 8 on that.
We did 8 on that. Vice.
You know what? I want to say we did 8, but I almost want to say we did a 7.
We did a 7.
We did a 7 for
And I
Vice.
stand by that.
Yeah, because we didn't like it as much as we liked The Big Short. Not that that's the comparison, but as far as a film,
But you know
Best
what?
Picture,
He was kind of doing the same thing, but to a lesser effect. And I think that's fair to point out.
yeah.
I think it's
And
fair. I don't
is that
think it's
all of them?
unfair.
Is that all of them?
Yeah, sure.
And tonight, Green Book and
Green Book we did
Roma
8. Roma we
was
did
8.
8. Yeah,
Yep. So Stars Born is the highest one.
right. And that's partly because of me, because I talked you into it. Because I just really think it was just amazingly well done.
It was.
It,
It was.
I told you.
You told me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we want to wrap this up?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. We've been actually really good about keeping our episodes short, except for the last 2 episodes.
It's your fault.
I guess it is. Both episodes are the last one was an hour. This one's an hour and 10 minutes.
You dropped the ball.
Going
man.
longer. By the time it's over, it'll be an hour and 12.
What can I say? You dropped the ball.
Hey, it's the last 2 episodes before the live show on the 24th. I don't know if we're throwing in an extra show in there, but I don't think we have to.
If we do, it'll be the talk about the nominees and possibly the Razzie nominees, which I'm getting into this year.
Yeah, so we may or may not have a show until the 24th.
You'll know if you hear from us next week or not.
Yeah, and then we're planning our 300th.
Right. But we'll definitely
So-
be here for the Oscars, and I got to start posting on Facebook and stuff the scheduling that.
We can.
And now that
we
we're
could-
streaming on YouTube live, we'll have to set up that event too.
That's right. Absolutely.
Advertise
Yeah.
it, that
And
kind of shit.
Advertise it. We can invite
Get
people.
the word out.
Definitely.
I have a Russian troll farm on standby.
Oh yeah,
Got a good source. So
good source.
We'll get
Okay.
some Twitter. We'll get some Twitter action there.
Sweet. All right, go to episode 297.
Das
of
Vidanya.
Moviesucktastic. Das Vidanya. Go to our website at moviesucktastic.com. You can download the show, listen to the show, tune in live every Thursday at 8 o'clock.
Today's Wednesday.
Even though today's a Wednesday. Well, tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's all right.
Mayor, you know what
least-
Mayor had me do? Mayor asked me, she actually asked me to do this, to make reservations at White Castle.
Did
He's
you?
like, I've always wanted to have dinner at White Castle on
I don't
Valentine's
think
Day.
they do that. I think you call and they just kind of like hang up, and not laughingly, just kind of like scared.
No, White Castle has done this for 27 years.
They take reservations.
They take reservations
No, they
on
don't.
Valentine. Dude, it's a sit down, linen tablecloth, menu type thing.
No, they don't.
They closed the place to only reservations.
That is fucking. I do not believe you.
Go to whitecastle.com and check it out.
I'll Google it later, but I don't believe you.
Okay, don't believe me.
You've blown my mind. Now suddenly I'm ashamed of being in Texas because they don't have White Castles down here.
Oh, you don't?
No, you know how I know?
How?
Because Ted Cruz said it's his favorite restaurant, and there aren't any down here. How's that for political genius?
Yeah, right.
Keep going.
Anyway, so go to our iTunes and you can download the show or listen to it there. Give us a review. We appreciate it always. If you want to leave us email, the address is themovieguys@moviesucktastic.com. If you want to leave us voicemail, the number is 908-514-4470. You can go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/moviesucktastic. Our Tumblr page is moviesucktastic.tumblr.com. And we highly recommend you download the 100% free app for your Android device. It's just been redesigned.
Oh yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
really good. You
And
should
now compliant with new European standards.
That's right. So you can watch YouTube videos and right on the phone, and it's all API
And you can stream
keys.
you can stream the audio YouTube, the iTunes or
Yep.
what is it
Yep.
called? The audio podcast. You can stream that live on your phone.
Yes, it's good to go.
That's right.
Good to go. And that's it. Do you have any words of wisdom, Mr. Wilson?
You like suits?
Yeah, I do.
I was walking through this wonderful town of yours, and I saw this place, and they sell nice suits.
You should try to suit out over here.
You should get yourself a suit. Let me buy you a suit.
All right, everybody. We'll talk to you next week or whenever.
Or at the Oscars.
Or at the live Oscar show on the 24th, 8 o'clock.
Check Facebook or YouTube for Moviesucktastic to find out where you're going to see us next.
You got it. All right. Talk to you later.
Yo.
Bye. Bye. Yo. Hey.
Hey.
Hey.